Are you excited for the competition tomorrow?
Of course I'm excited for the competition tomorrow. Looking forward to proving our dominance over the math department once and for all.
What have you done to prepare yourself?
What have I done to prepare myself? I got a better question for you, Adriana. What has the math department done to prepare themselves? I hear them talking all day about their Pythagorean theorems, about 2 + 2 = 4. Solving for x isn't going to do anything. We got a dodgeball coming at your face, all right? That's my question for you, Adriana.
What do you have to say to your opponents?
Here's what I have to say to them, all right? When I think of them, I think of the works of William Shakespeare. I think of one particular line, which is, "Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more likely to get hit in the face by a dodgeball." All right?
And last question, who is your biggest opponent or target?
Who's my biggest target? It's every single one of them. Let me tell you something, Adriana, all right? The English department will suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous dodgeballs. And by taking arms against them, oppose and destroy the math department. You know what? I hope they studied, because the test is tomorrow.
In terms of the dodgeball tournament, have you been practicing and preparing for it at all?
I never stop.
You never stop? Never? The grind never stops?
Dodgeball is life.
Dodgeball is life? Alright. And what is your biggest fear going into this competition?
I fear nothing.
You fear nothing? Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing at all? Not even if you get hit in the face and your glasses and fall off? Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, alright.
I don't need eyes to dominate in dodgeball.
Okay. Do you have any specific targets you're aiming for while playing?
Bodies.
Bodies?
Looking for a high body count.
High body count. Yep. Alright. That's respectable. Who do you think will win this competition? Well, I'm assuming.
You shouldn't assume. And you honestly shouldn't ask that question either. There's only going to be one loser in this competition.
And who is it going to be?
The non-math department.
Alright, okay. Who do you think will be the first one to get knocked out?
The first one to get knocked out?
Well, not like unconscious, but I mean like hit
Oh. Whoever's at the other end of the ball I throw.
Alright.
What is your biggest fear going into the tournament?
Biggest fear going into the tournament is messing up my face. I've got a big event coming up in 2 months and I need to keep it the way it is.
Who do you think is your biggest competition on the other side?
Biggest competition would have to be D'Souza. I've done races with her before and she is mean.
How are you preparing?
How am I preparing? Well, we've had a couple practices, got a couple moves down my sleeves, and I think we're all set. I don't want to give too much away.
Who is your team's weakest link?
My team's weakest link? I'm not sure I know everyone that's on our roster, but a weakest link would be someone who does not contribute, okay? We need everyone to kind of like join as a team and attack at the same time.
Okay, who is your target?
My target has to be Brass.
You're going into the tournament.
My biggest fear is that we are going to totally demolish the English department and that they're not going to come to school when we get back from the break.
Who do you think your biggest competition is on the other side?
Probably Miss Gambetta. She is a softball coach and has a wicked arm.
How are you preparing?
Well, I've been getting up about 5 o'clock every morning, 2 raw eggs in the morning, push-ups, run a lap around town, and then me and Mr. Chanler sometimes go and throw the dodgeballs at each other, practice a little bit. So, some of the preparation.
Okay. Who is your team's weakest link?
Having worked with Mr. Chanler, probably him. His arm needs surgery. He's getting older now. So let's hope that his arm keeps up for tomorrow.
Who is your target?
Probably Mr. Hutch. I'm coming for you.
Prepare yourself.
Mind games, you know? I don't want to reveal my secret, but I'm prepping mentally.
What do you have to say to your opponents?
Game on.
How do you feel about the uniforms?
I think they display a lot of school spirit. We haven't really let out what we're wearing yet, but they'll be fun for sure.
And what are you afraid of?
Getting hit in the head.
Well, what's going to happen if you get hit in the head? Are you gonna sit out? You just gonna leave?
No, I'm gonna retaliate.
And who is your biggest target?
Mr. Grasso and Mr. Chiera.
Aren't they on your team?
No, they're math.
Okay. And can you look at the camera with the ball like this and say, Mr. Grosso and Mr. Chira, I'm coming for you.
Mr. Grasso, Mr. Chiera, I'm coming for you.
Thank you.
Who do you think is your biggest competition on the other side?
It's not going to be pretty for the English department. I don't even know if I'd call it competition.
How are you preparing?
We've been getting up about 3 a.m., doing team practices, throwing at least 1,000 dodgeballs a day, dodging, dipping, ducking, diving, and dodging.
Who is your team's weakest link?
I don't understand the question. Next question.
Who is your target?
I'm coming for you, Mr. Sapo.